Welcome to a barre total body workout with no equipment or even a bar needed. Now, if you're on a hardwood floor or a hard surface, you may want to have some type of yoga mat or exercise mat underneath you, but otherwise, we don't need any type of equipment, so this is a great one to do if you're traveling. Let's begin our warm-up with some squat taps. So you're just going to gently sink the hips down and tap. Good. Squat, tap, squat, tap, squat, tap, squat, tap. We're alternating feet here. We're keeping our chest nice and open. We're channeling that inner ballerina. Good. Now we don't have to sink too low into this just yet. This is just our warm-up. We're only coming to our initial range of motion. Good. You're starting to feel that heart rate rise a little bit? I know I am. So maybe now we start to sink a little bit deeper, maybe just 2 inches deeper. Whew, good job. Engage those glutes. Good, let's go 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now take it out to the side. Good. Side, side. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, let's go double time. You got it. Oh yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. So remember, we start out slow, slow, slow. You got this. Good. Let's go 4, 3, 2. Last one. Double time. You got this. Great job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Whew, walk it out. So we're doing a super quick warm-up today since we're already jumping in. This is just about a 20-minute workout. So we want to go ahead and dive into our standing legs and core. So to begin, let's set up our alignment. Let's press the feet into the ground about hip-width distance apart. Grow longer, so you want to feel like the crown of the head is pulling up towards the ceiling. Hug those abdominals in towards the spine, and then you're going to take that right hand and reach it out overhead as you extend the right leg. All right, you ready? Let's do this. We're going to bring elbow to knee and crunch, reach, crunch, reach. We exhale as we crunch, we inhale as we reach. Great job. Now, if you're standing on carpet, this will be even trickier, so it just adds to the challenge. All right. Hug that belly button in. Now we're trying to get the right knee to the side of the body, not in front of it. Good job. Let's go 4, 3, 2. Now after this one, we're going to take long arm and long leg. So we're repeating the same movement, working into those obliques, only this time we're increasing the challenge by increasing the lever. Great job. You can always hold on to a countertop or the back of a chair if this is too difficult to keep your balance just as in the center of the floor. Good. Let's go 4 more. 3. Good. Last 2. Awesome job. Now, before we go over to the other side, we're going to give ourselves just a little bit of a break. We're going to take the heels together, toes apart, as we move from a plie into a releve. So plie needs to come out, releve up onto the toes. Let's go. Nicely done. Channel that inner ballerina. Find that proud, open chest. Working into the calves and ankles, inner thighs. Pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Let's go 4, 3, 2, last one. Now it's time to repeat everything we just did before on the left side. So let's take left arm overhead, left leg out to the side, and we're gonna reach overhead and crunch. Good, reach, crunch. Now remember that we inhale as we reach, we exhale as we crunch. Grow longer in that side body with every reach. With every crunch, you're really trying to bring everything together to touch, strengthening those obliques, sides of the body, challenging the balance. Let's go 4, 3, 2, last one. Now we take the arm and the leg long, increasing the lever, increasing the challenge. Great job. Keep working for it. You're stronger than you realize. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's set up again for that plie into releve. So toes come apart, heels come together. We go down, knees are tracking towards the toes, raise up on the heels, and repeat. Good. Really squeeze those inner thighs as you lift the heels up off the ground. This is your break. Let's go 4 more. 3, 2, 1. All right. Here comes probably the most challenging portion of the workout. So you want to make sure and give yourself some positive vibes. You can do this. So we're going to step back into a posterior lunge. So we're going to step forward with the right leg, back with the left leg. And then once we're here, you get to control how intense this is by how far forward you tilt. So the closer you tilt towards the ground, the more of a challenge this is going to be on that back glute. Now biceps are going to stay next to the ears the entire time. So when we reach forward, we're not reaching forward with the arms, we're reaching forward with the whole torso. So once we find that perfect challenge point for us, we're going to feel that back hip and glute burning like crazy already. And from here, we're going to take the arms down to the side as we come up into standing balance. Good, and return. So we do this on the same side. And this is nice and slow and controlled. So don't worry too much about being in time with the music for this one. I'd rather you have the proper alignment than be in perfect beat. Good. So we're building strength in the lower body. We're challenging our balance. We're even building strength in the muscles of the feet. Well done. I know these are hard. Let's just do 3 more. Here's 2. Last one. Awesome job. Now here we find a little bit of a break through our another standing challenge. So we shift the weight onto the right foot. Left foot now touches in front of the front ankle and then behind the standing ankle. You got it? Good. Front, back, front, back. Let's do 4 more like this. 3, 2. Good. Last one. And now let's see if we can pick up the pace. Oh yeah. Hug the belly button in, grow taller in that standing leg. Awesome job. 2, 1, and release. Walk it out. So now we get to do the same series on the other side. So shift and weight now into the opposite leg. We're going to step backward with that opposite leg. We reach the arms up overhead. We tilt forward to our challenge point. We really feel that back glute, our booty firing up and powering through that glute and the core. We rise on up to standing as we take our arms down to the side and return to that starting position. Great job. Now we're not trying to race through these. In fact, the longer we kind of spread these out, the more we're having to put our muscles under tension, thus creating more muscle fibers and increasing our metabolism. Whew! These are tough, but you're tougher. Let's find just 4 more. I know you have it in you. 2. Last one. Whew, great job. So let's shift it over now, finding those ankle beats on the opposite side. So we're going to ground down in the left leg this time. Grow a little taller, hugging the navel towards the spine, rolling those shoulders back, drawing the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Now, as we shift that weight entirely into the left side, we're going to hover the right toes, place it in front of our ankle and behind our ankle. Front and behind. Great job. Take these at your own pace. It can help to pick a spot on the floor in front of you that doesn't move and steady your gaze on that. Our vision is an integral part of our balance. So fixing one spot with our vision can really help with our balance. Good. 2. Last one, and then let's do double time. Good. You got this. Grow taller. Don't get weak in the standing leg here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Awesome job. We've got some good news for you. We are done with the standing legs and core. Let's move on to our mats now for a little bit of core on the floor. So we're going to come onto all fours, making sure that our wrists are all in alignment. That our joints are all in alignment, that is. Our wrists and our elbows are going to be right underneath the shoulders so that our arms are forming a 90-degree angle to the ground. Our knees are going to be directly under the hips, also forming a 90-degree angle with the ground. Now, working into some abdominals here, we're going to hover the right knee off the floor, shifting our weight forward slightly as we exhale and try to reach that front knee between the hands, and then extend behind us just to hip height. We don't have to come any higher than hip height. Good, and repeat. We exhale as we crunch, and we inhale as we extend behind us. Good, and we want to be careful that we don't open the hip up to the side as we do this. We want to keep that right hip parallel with the left. And let's just do 2 more. Good. When you're done with those 2, let's take that knee down to the ground, and we'll just shake the hips out from side to side. And we'll take the same thing on the other side. So left knee now hovers. We shift the weight forward a little bit as we exhale and try to reach those knees in between the hands, or the front knee, I should say, between the hands. Extending at hip height behind us, and repeat. We exhale and inhale. Great job. This is so good for building strength in our abdominals, but also strength in our low back, helping prevent back pain. Let's do 2 more. Good. We drive that heel back, and let's take that left knee down to the ground and take the hips side to side. Coming up to sit on our heels, let's maybe shake or roll those wrists out if you feel any type of tension in those wrists. And you can reverse direction. And let's roll onto our backs as we come into our windshield wiper legs. Now we have 2 options for this. Neither of them are easy, but you're going to choose the challenge point that's most appropriate for you today. So we come to our backs, we spread our arms out wide like a T. Now the first version of this is to have our knees bent, kind of at a 90-degree angle, and we're going to gently take the knees over to the right. Now with this, we want to make sure that that left shoulder does not pop up off the ground. We want to use abdominal strength, and then we're just taking it from side to side without letting the knees actually ever touch the ground. So the obliques are what is keeping the legs from coming onto the ground, and that's where we're challenging those obliques. Now, if you want to up the intensity of this, you're going to take the legs in a longer lever. So that means straightening the legs, but again, only doing this if you can do so without lifting the opposite shoulder off the ground. So you find your challenge point. Good, these are tough. You're so much tougher. Let's do 2 more on each side. Good, and when you're done with those 2, we're going to bend into the knees, bring the soles of the feet down onto the ground for our bridge pose. So arms can come long by the sides, palms face down towards the ground by the hips, and we're just going to lift up those hips towards the ceiling, engaging those hamstrings, glutes, erector spinae of the low back. And we're holding the pose, but not holding our breath. Be sure to breathe through this. Good, and let's gently take that down to the ground, so hips come down on the ground. We're just going to do this 2 more times, so lifting those hips back up to the ceiling. Good, keep lifting. Try not to let the hips sink at all. Relaxing into the shoulders as much as we can. Try not to carry too much tension in the shoulders here. And then release it down. We're going to do 1 more bridge. Leaving a little bit of space between the chin and the chest. Make sure you're not putting any type of tension here in the neck. And let's set those hips back down. Awesome job. All right, well, I have some really good news for you. We are through with the effort portion of our workout. It is time to come down into a very well-deserved cool down. So let's stay on our backs. We're going to keep that left knee bent, and the right ankle is going to come on top of the left thigh. So 2 options here, depending on how tight you are. You can either interlace your fingers behind the left hamstring, or if you want a little bit more, you can wiggle your arms all the way through so that your fingers are interlaced in front of the left shin. Pulling this whole figure 4 into the chest without letting the tailbone peel up off the mat. You want to really rock that tailbone back towards the mat, using just a little bit of mid-back strength. The purpose of keeping the tailbone on the mat is to create space and traction between the vertebrae. This allows the flow of interstitial fluid to lubricate those intervertebral discs, keeping our spines nice and healthy and feeling great. Deep, gentle breaths here. See if you can move the whole shape in just a little closer. Now follow closely, keeping our legs in the exact same figure 4 position. We're going to gently shift the whole shape over to the left. So that means the sole of the right foot comes onto the ground, the outer thigh, and whatever feels good here, if you want to hold on to that ankle, whatever feels good here with the arms to help maintain the shape, and then relax into it, finding a beautiful spinal twist. Good. Breathing in any tightness or constriction you might feel. Awesome job. And let's gently then move that whole thing back to center, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So right sole of the foot comes down onto the ground, the left ankle crosses in front of the right thigh, and then either interlacing hands behind the hamstrings or in front of the shin, pull the whole shape in closer to the chest. Again, being mindful that that tailbone doesn't peel up off the mat. Good, relaxing into this, using your arms to pull the whole shape a little bit closer to the chest, working in opposition from the tailbone. And let's gently take the whole shape over to the right side. So keeping the hips and the legs exactly in that figure 4 position, and just twisting from the low back. And then maybe you can hold on to the outer edge of the ankle, whatever feels good here to keep this twist. Breathing into that rib cage, breathing into the side body. And let's roll that all back towards the center. And we're going to find a pose. It has a funny name, but a great benefit, and that's banana. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend the arms and legs long overhead so that we're just trying to pull the body in opposite directions. Now, once we have this length, we're going to start to scoot our arms and our legs over to the right side without bending the knees or the elbows. So we're just creating kind of a banana shape or a half moon shape with the left side of the body. If you want a little bit more, you can grab hold of that left wrist with the right hand and pull it even further to that right side. You can also take that left foot and cross it over the right ankle, thus increasing the side body stretch even more. Once you're here, you're going to just simply relax into it, let go of any type of effort or straining or tension in the neck and shoulders. Sinking into that mat. Good, and no rush. Let's gently make our way back towards the middle and then take that banana shape on the other side. So taking arms and legs almost as though if you were trying to meet in the middle, but keeping both glutes on the ground. Good. And again, if you want a little bit more pull, you can take that right wrist into the left arm or the left hand and pull it ever so closely further over to the left side of the room. You can crisscross right leg over left ankle and relax into this once you find your perfect stretching challenge point. Awesome job. And let's pull everything back towards the center. Give yourself a big hug. Pull those knees into the chest. And you are done. Awesome job. Thank you for joining in this special workout with me.